Hey, yous guys, welcome to Eskemoz. We're about to take a deep dive into the business world, and who better to learn from than the man himself, Tony Soprano. He knew how to run an organization, command respect, and most importantly, make a buck. Over these 15 points, we're going to unpack the business philosophy of one Mr. Tony Soprano. By the end of this, you'll be saying, forget gabagool, gimme profits. First things first, we got to talk about the green stuff, cash flow. It's the lifeblood of any business, just like how Tony relied on those envelopes stuffed with cash. Tony always made sure the cash was flowing, whether it was from collections, construction, you name it. You need to have a solid plan for bringing money in and managing your expenses. Think of it like this: every dollar you make is a soldier in your army. Invest in your business, take calculated risks, and always be on the lookout for new opportunities to fatten that wallet. Just like Tony knew how to make a statement with your cash flow. Let the world know you're a force to be reckoned with. Tony wasn't born a boss. He learned the ropes, earned his stripes, and demanded respect. He led by example, showing his crew what it meant to be tough, resourceful, and always in control. Leadership ain't just about barking orders from the top of the food chain. It's about setting clear expectations, establishing boundaries, and having the guts to enforce them. Let your employees know what you stand for, what you expect from them, and what they can expect from you. Remember, a team without rules is like a car without brakes. It's only a matter of time before things spin out of control. Tony had a way of reading people. He could sniff out weakness, exploit vulnerability, and connect with people on an emotional level. He understood that people are motivated by different things: loyalty, fear, ambition. Now, I'm not saying you should manipulate your employees, but understanding their motivations, their strengths, and their weaknesses can make you a better leader. Empathy, my friends, is a powerful tool. It allows you to connect with your team on a human level, build trust, and create a more positive and productive work environment. But don't mistake empathy for weakness. Just like Tony, you got to be able to make tough decisions, even if it means making unpopular choices. Let's face it, we all got our flaws. Even Tony, the big boss himself, had his fair share of demons. But here's the thing: Tony was aware of his shortcomings, and he never pretended to be something he wasn't. He recognized that they were a part of who he was, and he learned to manage them the best he could. You got to be honest with yourself about your weaknesses, your blind spots, and the things that hold you back. Once you acknowledge your flaws, you can start working on them. You can seek help, develop strategies to manage them, and turn those weaknesses into strengths. In Tony's world, mistakes could be costly. One wrong move, one loose end, and it could be curtains. But Tony understood the importance of accountability. He knew that if things went south, he was the one who had to take responsibility. He didn't point fingers, he didn't make excuses. He owned his actions and dealt with the consequences. When you hold yourself accountable, you earn the respect of your team. You create a culture of responsibility where everyone understands that they're accountable for their actions. Let your team know that you trust them to do their jobs, but that you're also there to support them if things go wrong. And when they do make mistakes, guide them, mentor them, and help them learn from their experiences. Tony liked to be in control, but even Tony, with all his power, knew that sometimes you gotta learn to let go. He understood that you can't micromanage every aspect of your life or your business. You gotta delegate tasks, trust your team, and accept that things won't always go exactly according to plan. Letting go doesn't mean giving up control altogether. It's about finding that balance between staying involved and knowing when to step back. It's about empowering your team, giving them the autonomy to make decisions, and creating a culture of trust and collaboration. Give your business space to grow, to evolve, and to surprise you. In the world of business, just like in Tony's world, time waits for no one. Opportunities come and go, and hesitation can be the difference between success and failure. Tony knew that when an opportunity presented itself, you gotta grab it by the horns and make a move. He didn't dwell on every possible outcome. He didn't get bogged down in analysis paralysis. He made a decision and he went for it. You gotta be able to trust your gut, weigh the risks and rewards, and take action. Indecision breeds doubt, confusion, and missed opportunities. So channel your inner Tony, trust your instincts, and make those decisions with conviction. Tony Soprano, he was a man who respected tradition. He valued loyalty, family, and the old ways of doing things. But he also knew that the world was changing, and to stay ahead of the game, he couldn't be stuck in the past. He understood the importance of adapting, evolving, and embracing new ideas. Now, I'm not saying you should abandon your principles or forget where you came from, but you gotta be open to new ways of thinking, new technologies, and new approaches to business. Embrace the future, stay curious, and never stop learning. Tony Soprano knew how to surround himself with people who brought different skills to the table. He had his enforcers, his advisors, his fixers, each one playing a crucial role in his organization. Identify the key roles you need to fill, find people who excel in those areas, and create an environment where everyone feels valued and respected. A successful team is like a well-oiled machine, with each part working in harmony to achieve a common goal. In business, just like in life, you don't always get what you want. Sometimes, you gotta compromise, make concessions, and find a middle ground that works for everyone involved. Tony knew when to play hardball, when to offer a concession, and when to walk away from a deal that wasn't right. Negotiation ain't about bulldozing your way to victory. It's about finding a solution that benefits everyone involved. A good deal is one where everyone walks away feeling like they gained something. They say it's not what you know, it's who you know. And in the world of business, that couldn't be closer to the truth. Tony Soprano understood the importance of connections. He knew that building relationships, cultivating alliances, and expanding his network was crucial to his success. Attend industry events, join professional organizations, connect with people online. You never know where your next opportunity might come from. Networking is key to unlocking new opportunities. Tony Soprano might have been a ruthless mob boss, but he also understood the importance of family. He valued loyalty, he protected his own, and he knew that blood was thicker than water. Your employees have families, they have lives outside of work, and it's important to recognize and respect that. When you create a workplace culture that values family, you build loyalty, increase morale, and create a more positive and productive work environment. Tony Soprano didn't just want his crew to follow orders. He wanted them to feel invested in the family business. He wanted them to understand that their actions had consequences, that their successes were shared, and that their failures were a collective responsibility. When employees feel like they're part of something bigger than themselves, they're more likely to go above and beyond. Give your team the autonomy to make decisions, empower them to take ownership of their work, and watch as they rise to the occasion. The business world, it's a constantly evolving landscape. What worked yesterday might not work tomorrow. Tony Soprano knew that to maintain his position, he couldn't be afraid to shake things up, to make bold moves, and to embrace change. You gotta be willing to step outside your comfort zone, to challenge the status quo, and to embrace new ideas. Don't be afraid to experiment, to try new things, and to learn from your mistakes. Remember, the greatest risk is not taking any risks at all. Embrace change and innovation to stay ahead. So there you have it, 15 business lessons we can learn from the one and only Tony Soprano. He might have been a complicated guy, but there's no denying that he understood the art of leadership, the importance of loyalty, and the relentless pursuit of success. Business is a marathon, not a sprint. It takes time, dedication, and a whole lot of hard work to build something lasting. Stay focused, stay hungry, and never forget the lessons you've learned from the boss himself. Now go out there and make Tony proud. So there you have it. We went deep into the mind of Tony Soprano and pulled out some serious business gems. Remember, it's about integrity, about making decisions, about understanding people, and taking responsibility for your actions. We got a whole lot of Eskemoz content coming your way, packed with insights and strategies to help you crush it in the business world. So hit that subscribe button, ring the bell so you don't miss out, and get ready for more game-changing wisdom. Until next time, keep hustling, stay sharp, and remember, the future is yours for the taking.